The right-hand path treats symbols as worship objects. The left-hand path treats them as psychological tools. Either way, symbolic encoding is the backbone of magic. The next part of this is emotional arousal. Emotion is the accelerant of transformation. Without emotional voltage, nothing sticks. Ritual amplifies emotion deliberately through chanting, posture, breathing shifts, sensory intensity, darkness or firelight, archetypal imagery, personal vulnerability, confrontation with shadow content. When arousal rises, several things happen. Memory consolidation skyrockets. Emotion tells the brain, this matters, keep it. Identity becomes flexible. High emotion weakens the rigid ego story, right? So this creates space to rewrite beliefs. Physiological changes reinforce intention. Heart rate, hormones, the limbic activation all support deeper engagement. This is why a ritual with emotional presence can change a person, while a ritual done dry is just cosplay. Emotion is the voltage that powers the circuit. So when you go into ritual, if you're not emotionally attached to the ritual, what it is that you're trying to do, you'll notice that like a lot of the emotions and a lot of the things that we're talking about don't happen because you don't have that force behind it, right? You're not pushing hard enough. You're not connected to it. You need to be connected to it. When I do a ritual for a client, I put myself in the client's shoes. I say, okay, why do you want this done? Why do you need this done? What is going to improve in your life? Why is it so important to you that this happens? And I put myself in that person's shoes. I put myself in that person's position. I empathize with their justifications and their reasons. And I use that emotional empathy to push forward through the ritual. And that's how I connect the ritual to that person, is through the emotional empathy of understanding why they need something done. Repetition-based neural rewiring. So repetition is not tradition. Repetition is neuromechanics. The brain rewires itself through repeated activation of the same pathways. Do something once in ritual and you create a spark. Do it repeatedly and you carve a groove. Ritual repetition strengthens intention, emotional connection, symbolic meaning, behavioral patterns, identity alignment. Neurons that fire together wire together. Yes, it's a cliche, but it's also how every habit, trauma, belief, and skill you possess was built.